All right, fall is here. It's a little cooler in the evening, the morning's nice and crisp. That means it's time we talk about College-Glen real estate. Hey everybody, Doug Reynolds here, your College-Glen neighborhood real estate specialist. This video is for October 2022. Fall's here, Halloween is coming, and it's a spooky time of year. Well, it might be getting kind of spooky and scary for real estate possibly. Let's talk about what happened in September and also what's going on in the market in College-Glen right now. I've been living in College-Glen for 12 years now. Been fortunate to work with a lot of buyers and sellers in the neighborhood and just love doing real estate, not only in the Sacramento area, but specifically in College-Glen. Great spot with schools, access to the American River Parkway and the river, Little League, all that good stuff. Good little community. So let's jump in, all right? We're gonna talk about the sales. So in September, we had 6 properties that closed escrow. Now, if you've been watching my videos for a while, you know we've been talking about market's been kind of slowing down. It's been sort of tapering off. Interest rates have been going up. Buyers have been pulling back a bit. There's more houses on the market. Well, those characteristics that have been going on for a few months are definitely showing up in the data, in the stats now. So you can see we closed 6. We actually had one that was in the 400,000s. During the spring and summer, we did not have many sales going on in the 400,000s. So we got some low 500s and then actually the upper 500s as well too. So the high end of the market is kind of 500s, the high 500s now, whereas spring and summer, we were hitting low to mid 600s. We even got one all the way up to 700,000. So the one on Jordan Court there, pretty nice property in a cul-de-sac with a swimming pool, good sized lot, remodeled, good condition, going all the way for 590. Now, there's less sales happening. They're selling for less, but as you can see, the ones that are priced right, they are still moving quickly. Look at the days on the market there. Only 3 days, 5 days, 8 days, 7 days, okay? And as you can see, the one on Jordan Court, it sold for 110% of the list price. So some of these are sitting for a while and selling for a little bit below list price, but there's still some that are moving quickly as well. So what does that mean for the market? Basically, we've got a mixed bag for the market right now. There are buyers out there. There's not as many as there were, okay? They're a little skittish. They're a little spooked off by the interest rates right now. And so as a seller, you really have to draw them in. You've got to entice them. You've got to price that house really well. Homes that we're selling for probably 600,000 in May, June, you know, they're selling more for like 550 right now as well. So values are still solid, still strong, but prices have softened a bit, mostly due to interest rates. And then the fact that there's a little more houses available in the market, so buyers can be a little more picky. And the fact that there's a little bit less buyers out there, so there's not quite as much competition as well. And that has equated to, we've kind of tapered on pricing. They've come down a little bit here. Now, if you've watched my videos for years, you would also know though, that's actually not super uncommon for our pricing to taper a little bit as we go into fall and winter. Typically, pricing kind of ramps up the end of winter, spring, summer, and then as we hit fall, it kind of tapers a little bit, and then it usually cycles all over again. So it's interesting to see. I think this is a little more pronounced because of the fact of interest rates, because of the fact of more inventory available, because of the fact of a little bit less buyers out there. I think this kind of slight decline here we have is a little more pronounced this year than in years past, than in normal. But there is some seasonality to this as well too. This isn't, 2008 all over again. This is an adjustment in the market. Interest rates have gone up. Affordability has just dropped dramatically. And so buyers are being more picky and they're waiting until they can get that house for less price to make it work for their interest rates and their payment. So if you are thinking about selling, You can still get it sold with success, okay? You can still get it sold quickly. You can still have a successful sale, but you've got to make sure you price it right. You can't be using comps from 4, 5, 6 months ago and thinking, hey, I'm gonna price it there. You're gonna be overpriced, you're gonna sit, and then you're gonna need to come down to get someone to be interested in the house. So you gotta price it right really well from the beginning. You gotta make sure it shows well. You gotta do the work that's necessary, touch up paint, do those things, make the yard look good, all that stuff. A good agent's gonna coach you through that and how to do that. And then you gotta have an agent that knows how to do marketing for the property as well too. Good photos, all that good stuff to have the marketing to get the attention on the property as well, okay? So you can still have success right now. You can still do good as a seller. There's still buyers out there. You just gotta have the right formula for it, okay? Buyers, now you need to be prepared because there are some houses that are coming on that are priced right, and you've got to be competitive and you got to go after it, and you got to make a decision quickly in a couple of days, and you got to write a strong offer, and you might even need to go over list price a little bit. But there's also this other segment of the market where it's been overpriced, it's sitting, and you're probably the only buyer, and you can write an offer and negotiate and make some work. So you've got to be willing to shift and navigate that way as a buyer in this market right now, all right? There are a decent amount of homes on the market in College-Glen right now. Depending on the day, it's anywhere between 12 to 16, 17 properties available. That's a good amount of homes compared to the last 2 years where we've only had 4, 5, 6 houses available at any given time. So it's a good time to be a buyer in the neighborhood. You've got some options. Sellers, just be aware. You have competition, and so you can still have success. Just got to follow the right formula. If you're looking forward to connecting with me, check out my website, College-Glen Realestate.com. I look forward to talking to you soon, and clear skies.